Hello, welcome back. Today we are discussing a bit different topic, that is routing for mobile host. So most of us are using some mobile devices like smartphones, laptops, etc. to access the internet, right? And these mobile hosts introduce a new complication. Since the location of these mobile devices keeps on changing, in order to route a packet to this mobile host, first the network has to find the location. It finds the device, then only it can route the packet. So that is main complication here. A network system can be modeled using this figure. You can see a set of LANs, MANs, WANs, everything interconnected, and we have a set of wireless networks also. And with respect to a particular mobile host, initially that device will be registered somewhere, right, within a network. So and that network can be called as a home network. So all hosts are assumed to have a permanent home location that never changes. And these hosts also have a permanent home address that can be used to determine this home location. Just like land phone numbers, like 91 indicates the country code of India and 487 indicates the district code of Thrissur, like that. Like that, every host will have a permanent home address. And the routing goal in systems with mobile hosts is to make it possible to send packets to mobile hosts using their home addresses and have the packets efficiently reach them wherever they may be. So that is the main routing goal. Okay. So irrespective of the location of the corresponding mobile host currently, using the home address, you should be able to route the packets. So how it can be made possible? And their network system will be geographically divided into small units, and these units are usually called areas. Typically, an area will be a LAN or wireless cell, and each area has one or more processes called foreign agent. The foreign agents are actually processes that keep track of all mobile hosts visiting that area. Okay, like that, every area is having another set of processes, one or more processes. Those are called home agent. And this home agent is a process to keep track of hosts whose home is in this area but who are currently visiting some other area. Now let us see how this routing for mobile host is actually done. Before that, we can classify the entire set of hosts in a network systems into three different categories: stationary host, migratory host, and roaming host. So hosts that never move are said to be stationary. So they are connected to the network by wires, copper wires or fiber optic cables. We have already seen how the packets can be routed here. No complications is there. But in the case of migratory hosts, actually migratory hosts are basically stationary hosts, but they move from one fixed site to another from time to time. But they use the network only when they are physically connected to it. We can think of a laptop connected using a network cable. In that case, we can call it as a migratory host. And the third category is roaming hosts, which actually compute on the run and want to maintain their connections as they move around. So a smartphone is an example for this type of roaming host. And the second and third categories together is called mobile hosts. Let us move on to the routing procedure. As you remember, the entire geographical area of the network is divided into different areas. So this hexagon can be treated as one area. And as we told, every mobile device will have a home network, the network to which that mobile device was initially registered. That is called home network, and the network into which currently it is a part, that is called a foreign network. So we have two processes here: foreign agent, home agent in every area. Home agent keep track of hosts whose home is in this area but who are currently visiting another area, whereas foreign agent keep track of all mobile hosts visiting the area now. Now you have a wireless node here whose home network is in this area, okay, and that access the network through some wireless transceivers like wireless access points. And now as it moves, it becomes part of some other area, right? Now this wireless node become a part of this network. So we can call this as a foreign network for this wireless node. So when a new host enters into an area, either by connecting to it, that is using some cables into this LAN, that is the case of a migratory host, or just wandering into this cell in case of this roaming host. This computer must register itself with a foreign agent there. Okay, and this registration procedure is having some steps. We can see those steps now. Periodically, each foreign agent broadcasts a packet announcing its existence and address. And a newly arrived mobile host may wait for this type of messages, and if this mobile host does not receive any such messages within a short period of time, it itself will broadcast a message in this area asking for a foreign agent. And upon seeing this message, this foreign agent will respond. And then the mobile host registers with the foreign agent, giving its home address, current detailing layer address, and some security information. And then this foreign agent will contact the home agent of the corresponding mobile host, and it will inform that one of your mobile node is with me now. And the message from the foreign agent to home agent contains foreign agent's network address, and also it includes the security information to convince the home agent that the mobile host is really there. Okay, and upon seeing this message, the home agent will examine the security information which contains a timestamp. And by checking the timestamp, this home agent can verify that this message was generated within the past few seconds. And if the home agent is okay with this message, it will acknowledge back to the foreign agent. And upon seeing this acknowledgement, the foreign agent will make an entry in its table and inform the mobile host that it is now registered. This is the registration procedure. And when a host leaves an area, then also this type of procedure should be done to allow a deregistration. But what happens usually is the user just turn off their computer when their work is over without a proper disconnection of the net. So deregistration is not done in a proper way usually. Now let us move to the actual routing procedure. Let us start with an analogy. All of us is having a permanent address, right? That is our home address. And if you're staying somewhere else now, so say in the hostel, then the present address will be your hostel address. That is a temporary address, right? And you might have given your permanent address as the address for communication somewhere earlier, right? And suppose that you are receiving a registered letter for you in that home address, permanent address. Suppose this is a sender. So the letter will reach the post office in your permanent address. And by that time, your parents will inform her that you are not here. Please redirect that letter to the new address. So this letter will be redirected to the new address here. This is the post office in your current address. From there, it will reach you. By that time, your parents will inform that your address changed to the sender also, right? So the subsequent letters will be directly from the sender to your current address. Okay. The same thing happens in the case of a mobile host also. When a packet is sent to a mobile host, it is routed to the corresponding homeland, because as per the routing information, this particular host belongs to the homeland, right? So this is the sender, and the packet is sent to the mobile host home address, and that will reach the corresponding homeland, home network. And these packets are intercepted by the home agent there, and home agent then looks up the mobile host new location, temporary location, and finds the address of the foreign agent handling the mobile host. Okay, the home agent here does two different things. First, it encapsulates the packet in the payload field of an outer packet and sends that packet to the foreign agent. And this mechanism is actually called tunneling. Second, the home agent will ask the sender to send the packet directly to the foreign agent here. How to send the packet? By encapsulating that packet into the payload field of a new packet. Okay, because the outer address would be the foreign agent's address. Upon receiving this, the foreign agent will remove the payload part and it will hand over to the corresponding mobile host. So the remaining communication will be directly from the sender to the foreign agent here. This is how the routing is done in mobile host. Thank you.